This is only going to take a few minutes. I just want to talk really quick about food. So, unfortunately, our diet is like 60% of our success. And it's also the one point where people always fall short, whether it's because life is absolutely crazy, so we don't have enough time to get all of our snacks in, or because food is so social and we always want our treat, or we're going out to dinner all the time, or things kind of just get lost in the mix. I think a lot of times, like when we're so busy with our family and with kids, we forget to eat, or it becomes survival mode and we're just grabbing something as quick as we possibly can. So, right now, what I wanted to focus on is why it's so important to get all your snacks in. So, our metabolism is constantly in a storage mode. And the reason why I encourage everybody to eat 5 to 6 times a day is so that we can increase your metabolic rate and get you to the point where it's burning everything that you're consuming. If you don't, it'll start to store what you're feeding it, whether it's healthy or unhealthy. So, the biggest goal that I want everybody to work on this week is getting in all of your snacks and all of your meals. And even when you're on the go, if it doesn't fit perfectly in your macros, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Just get something in. Get something in your body, because we, no matter what, don't want your body to be storing the food that you're eating. So I just wanted to show you a quick example of something that I figured out today, well, this week, that I was struggling even with myself. So a lot of you know that I have a lot of hormone problems. My thyroid is basically in the toilet. It sucks. So I'm doing ketosis, right? And even though I've done it several times, I sometimes forget how quickly our fats add up and how high in calories they really are. So my body is kind of plateaued, and I've been retaining a lot of water this week. And so I plugged into my Fitness Pal. Let's see if this will turn. Nope, it won't. So this is going to be awkward. But I plugged into my Fitness Pal and kind of plugged in what I was eating. And if you guys turn this sideways, you can see up here where all of your macros are and everything that you're eating. And anyway, when I scrolled down to the bottom, I found that I was eating like way more fat than what I was used to. This hasn't synced, but my body was consuming way more fat than protein, which for ketosis isn't necessarily a bad thing, but then if you have too much fat, your body's not getting enough protein. It's really hard to build muscle. So just by plugging that in really quickly, it was allowed for me to realize I needed to eat more lean meats and less cheese because cheese is definitely my weakness. So for you, that's something I want you guys to utilize with my Fitness Pal a little bit better, but I want to show you in your meal plans how that works. So you have your meal plan right here. Hopefully, I didn't realize this won't let you shift to forward facing, but you have your meal plan right here, and up here are all of your macros of what each meal is. Okay, so for this meal in particular, for this particular person that I have, sorry, I'm hoping this is showing everything. They can have 14 grams of carbs, 24 grams of protein, 13 grams of fat. Well, let's say you're on the go with your kids and you don't have time to hurry and eat that meal. Okay, so go to the grocery list that I've given every single one of you and look over here and figure out something else you can eat. So you don't have to necessarily eat that Ezekiel bread. Like maybe what you want to do is just grab a rice cake, which is going to be another 15 grams of carbs. Throw some peanut butter on it, which is going to be your fat. And then for your lean protein, come down here and maybe you grab a protein powder or some cottage cheese that's going to fit in these same macros. So the idea is to, even if you can't eat the exact same thing that your meal plan shows, reference back to that substitute list and find something that you're still going to be able to fit in. And if you're not sure, then plug it into my Fitness Pal like I just showed you, turn it sideways and look at your macros. So there's a little tip for this week. Sorry, this ended up being way longer, but long story short, like if life is crazy, I would much rather you find something that isn't as organic that you can grab and go, that's low in sugar, but can still fit in your meal plan so that we can keep your metabolism burning. So let's focus on that for this week and see how it goes. And I just want you guys to know that you're killing it. And I'm so proud of every single one of you and your dedication, because online training is hard and it requires a lot of self-discipline, and every week you guys are doing your absolute best, and that's really all that matters. So we just take it one week at a time. Okay, please contact me if you have any questions or you need any more information, and other than that, good luck with another awesome week.